Hello everyone, welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to share 5 styling mistakes that can make outfits look really frumpy and dated, and I'm also going to show you the simple style swaps that you can use instead that will instantly elevate and make the outfits look a lot more modern and up to date. And this is more specific towards the spring summer weather when these kind of outfits tend to come out a lot. And just to say beforehand, these are my opinions. So if I show you an outfit that I think looks dated, but it's something that you enjoy wearing, then that's the most important thing. I'm not trying to offend anybody. So I was thinking of the best way of doing this, and I think the best way, because I want you to see the whole outfit, so I'm going to talk you through the outfits. I've already tried them on, so I'm going to show you the outfit that I feel looks outdated and a little bit frumpy and talk you through that. And then I'm going to show you the outfit swap, but I'll also keep the full length photo of the dated outfit so you can kind of see the comparison side by side. So style mistake number 1 that I tend to see a lot of come summertime is denim cut over the knee shorts that are really tight and clingy. I just think that it makes it look really heavy and really quite frumpy and dated, especially when they're really clingy and over the knee and they cut you off at a really awkward place. Now I'm showing you a video of my interpretation of that, and granted it's probably a little bit more to the extreme because I was kind of trying to put the point across. I had to actually find an old pair of jeans and cut them, and I think I might have cut them a little bit too short, but this is the kind of thing I mean. It's really tight. I've got a tight top on with it, and I've paired it with some clumpy gym shoes. But regardless of what you pair them with, I just don't think they're a good look. Not just because I think they look quite dated and not very chic, but also it's just where they cut you off. I think it's really unflattering. I sometimes get told that everything looks good on me, and this is proof that it really does not. It's so much about the clothes you wear, how you fit them to your body, how you style them. I think that cutout highlights some of the points that I'm most uncomfortable with. So I feel like I've got shorter legs. I would love to have legs that are a few inches taller, but I dress to try to lengthen my legs. However, I feel that that actually makes my legs look shorter, and to be honest, quite stumpy. It really isn't flattering at all. And if you still want to wear denim and like a longer denim, then maybe try Bermuda shorts, which are a lot more modern and also a lot more comfortable and will help to balance you out better than those tight clingy shorts. I prefer to wear tailored shorts. Now, whether that's linen shorts or cotton shorts, because I feel that helps to elongate my legs. And as you'll see in the cutaway, actually having them kind of wider at the bottom around your legs looks more flattering because it creates the illusion of having slimmer legs, because my legs look quite small within that kind of larger hemline of the fabric. So it creates that illusion of slimmer legs, plus it just looks more modern, more chic, more updated, and also a lot more comfortable. Wearing those kind of tight cut off denim in summer when it's really hot outside is also very uncomfortable and can get quite sweaty. So hopefully you'll be able to see from the comparison how much more flattering the tailored short side looks from the denim cut-offs. And I've kept it really casual on purpose. I've just paired my tailored shorts with the linen t-shirt that's not over tight, still really breathable and airy, just to show how you don't have to go really dressy to make yourself look chic and elevated. So styling mistake number 2, and I see this a lot, especially in the workplace, is when somebody's wearing a really lovely spring or summer outfit, but they're always pairing it with like dark shoes, usually black shoes, and that completely ruins the look. So you'll see in the cutout how I've got a really lovely outfit on, some white cropped wide leg trousers, a really lovely blue and white striped shirt, both really great for spring, summer in the office. However, I've paired it with some black pointed court shoes. Now, there's nothing wrong with these court shoes in itself, but actually pairing all those lovely fresh summer spring colours with a dark shoe really completely changes the whole look of it, and I think makes it look really dated. Now in the other cutout, you'll be able to see that I've literally kept the same outfit, but all I've changed is the shoes. So I've added a white pointed court shoe in actually a really nice woven material, so it blends better with that kind of breathable summer theme, and that makes the outfit, in my opinion, look very different and much more elevated, much more chic, much more modern, just by changing the shoes. Now, I'm not saying that you can't wear your black court shoes in summer. Of course you can. I wear black all year round, but if you're going to pair that with your spring outfits that are of a lighter colour, it really is going to ruin the look. When black shoes do work with a spring outfit is, for example, if you were wearing a black top with a white skirt or a lighter skirt, and then you were kind of creating that almost sandwich roll, that would look a lot better than pairing a black shoe with completely summer or spring colours. I just feel like it makes it look really heavy and dated. And I honestly do believe that shoes can make or break an outfit, and that's why it's so important to have a few colours. If you were going to get just one pair of shoes for summer or sandals, I would say go nude, because they tend to go with everything, whether that's black, whether that's white, whether that's beige, whether that's a pastel blue, whether that's lemon, and they also have the illusion of lengthening your legs, or go for white if you prefer, but just something that's softer, that's going to go much better with your overall spring summer outfit. So number 3, and you will have heard me talk about this before, and I don't actually have something of me wearing this particular outfit because I just don't have any in my wardrobe. So I've shown you cutouts of what I mean, and that is really loud, big florals, which tend to come out a lot in summer, whether that's with dresses or whether that's on your top. It just tends to look outdated and really mumsy. Now, even when large florals are in fashion, I feel like when women over a certain age, over the age of 40 or in your 50s like I am, wears them, they look completely different than they would on a 20-year-old. It really does make a difference. And I did consider ordering one just to show you, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I have shown you examples of what I mean instead, but you'll see how dated they are. Now, again, I'm not saying you should never wear florals. I know a lot of people like to wear florals come spring and summer, but they don't have to be so loud. They don't have to be so bright and clashing. They don't have to be so in your face. Maybe wearing more of a ditzy print in a neutral colour would look much more updated and stylish than wearing these huge, loud, flowery prints. And I'm also not saying that you have to not wear prints and you have to wear everything that's a block colour. If you do like wearing prints, then there are so many prints that are much more classic, that are much more elegant, that never go out of style. Like stripes, for example. I don't think ever in my lifetime have I seen stripes go out of fashion. Or polka dots, which I absolutely love and which are huge over spring and summer. So like the polka dot dress you will see in the cutout, that looks so much more elegant. Or like the polka dot dress I'm wearing today, which is really lovely. It's literally just come through the door an hour ago, and I will show you this properly in next week's video because I'm doing a what's new in my wardrobe for spring summer, and I have so many lovely new items of clothing that I haven't shown you yet, including some gorgeous summer dresses, this included. So I will show you in detail what this looks like. It's gorgeous and very affordable, and all the other new pieces that I have in my wardrobe. Okay, so let's move to styling mistake number 4, and that's wearing the wrong length of jeans. I see this so many times, and I can't tell you how much that can make a really nice outfit look really outdated. So in this video, I'm not going to go through every single different type of jeans and the length they should be. In this video, I've concentrated on the ones that I wear the most, which are my wide leg jeans, and the ones that I think look the worst when they're not the right length. So this applies to both wide leg jeans and flared jeans, and it's when they are at that really awkward short length. Now with these jeans that I'm showing you in the cutout, I actually had to just like use double-sided sticky tape to tape them up because I don't actually have any of that awkward length. If they're actually meant to be wide leg crop jeans and they sit in the right part of your leg, that's fine. But when they're supposed to be full length wide leg jeans and they just sit at that awkward length, I just think it makes it look really unflattering. It ruins the whole look. And obviously the shoes you wear with it is really important, but if you're wearing the wrong length of jeans, it doesn't matter what you pair it with, it's just not going to look as flattering as it should. Now, when it comes to wide leg jeans and flared jeans, they should absolutely be just off the floor. And that's why if you're wearing heels or flats, it doesn't mean that you can have that one pair of jeans to wear with both shoes. You might be able to get away with a tiniest little kitten heel, but I will always have different jeans that go with my different length of shoes. So whether I'm wearing flats or whether I'm wearing heels, and you'll see in the two examples that both of these jeans sit literally just off the floor. And when I was talking about having shorter legs, they're the sort of things that make such a difference to your body shape and how clothes look on you, because having that kind of visual length that goes all the way to pretty much the floor is what's going to create the length. If you cut yourself at that awkward position, it's just going to shorten it and also make the whole outfit look more frumpy. There are different rules for different lengths. Like for example, something like a barrel leg, you could get away with a full length or you could get away with a cropped. So if you do want me to do a separate video on the lengths that different types of jeans should be worn at and what you should pair them with in terms of shoes, then do let me know in the comments below, because I'm happy to do that, because I feel like that's really important, and I feel that's where quite a few people tend to go wrong when they style jeans. So my final styling mistake is when everything is really baggy and shapeless. And I know that it gets really hot in summertime and you want to be comfortable, but you can still be comfortable and have some structure. And what I see a lot of is the example I've shown you. So it's usually like cropped trousers that are kind of wide, and then it's a shapeless t-shirt over the top, and it just looks really unflattering. And I don't think that's flattering to anybody's figure, especially when you're pairing it with those cropped trousers. It almost cuts you in two halves rather than creating that 1/3, 2/3 rules that I talk about a lot in my other videos. Even actually just a simple swap, like pairing that t-shirt left out with full length linen trousers would look better than with crop trousers, because it just creates those visual breaks in really awkward places. But you can wear those trousers or that t-shirt, just making a few adjustments. If I was going to pair those trousers with something, I would pair them with something that has a little bit more intention. So in this example, I paired them with a little linen waistcoat in the same fabric, and that just creates that shape. It's still really comfortable. The waistcoat is not tight in any way. It's still roomy, but it still shows my shape. It still shows that definition of my waist, and it doesn't cut me off in that really awkward length. And also, if you wanted to wear like a nice baggy cotton t-shirt to be comfortable in spring, then just pairing that with a linen pair of trousers or a satin pair of trousers, but just try to do a little tuck so you can see your definition of your waist. I think when you're wearing baggy clothes, it's so important that you can still see your definition of your waist. And I think a lot of ladies, especially ladies who may be a little bit on the larger side, who are trying to hide their shape because they feel that they look too large if they wear anything that's a little bit more defined. I promise you, actually wearing shapeless, really baggy clothes is just as bad as wearing really tight clothes. You need a happy medium. You still need to show that shape of yours, and you almost need to create that definition where it's the most flattering on your body to give you that illusion of a waist. And that is so important, and you'll see from just having a little simple tuck in that very casual baggy t-shirt, tucking it into my very loose satin trousers, looks so much more flattering than wearing it the first way that I showed you. It still creates that definition, it still looks chic, and it looks really modern and updated. So that's all my dated style mistakes for you. I hope that you found it useful. Like I said, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I have to be honest in what I feel is really dated and out of style, and hopefully give you tips So you can make those little tweaks to help make your outfits look more modern, more comfortable, and more up to date, and then in turn also make you feel a lot more confident. So let me know in the comments below what you thought about these style mistakes and if you agree with me. If you did find this video helpful, then it would be great if you could give me a thumbs up, and if you are new here, then I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel to see very similar content, styling tips and fashion hauls. And like I said, next week I have what's new in my wardrobe, and I have so many gorgeous pieces to show you. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I shall see you in my next video. Take care, bye.